Question 1. What reading should a healthy DIAC display when checked with a standard diode test function on a typical digital multimeter? Since standard digital multimeters only apply about 2 to 3 volts during a diode test, they cannot exceed a DIAC's breakover threshold, registering as an open circuit. Question 2. What is the most common physical failure mode of a DIAC that has suffered catastrophic overvoltage or thermal breakdown? Excessive electrical or thermal overstress melts the internal semiconductor junctions, typically fusing the terminals into a permanent, low-resistance short circuit. Question 3. Which low-voltage alternative to the DIAC offers a highly precise, lower breakover voltage and includes an integrated gate terminal? A silicon bilateral switch, or SBS, provides highly stable, symmetrical breakover triggering at much lower voltages, featuring an optional gate for external synchronization. Question 4. What undesirable lighting control anomaly, characterized by a sudden jump in brightness when starting from a dark state, does a DIAC help mitigate? The flash-on, or hysteresis effect, causes lamps to snap to a high brightness when first turned on. Adding a DIAC with a high-voltage fallback helps stabilize the charging capacitor. Question 5. If a DIAC-TRIAC AC control circuit begins to produce a noticeable DC offset voltage on the AC power line, what is the most likely cause? If a DIAC's positive and negative breakover voltages are mismatched, the TRIAC conducts for unequal durations during each half cycle, introducing an unwanted DC offset. Question 6. Why is a small resistor typically placed in series with the DIAC in a standard TRIAC gate triggering path? Without a current-limiting resistor, discharging the phase shift capacitor directly through the DIAC can generate extreme current spikes that degrade the TRIAC's gate junction. Question 7. What unilateral thyristor equivalent of the bidirectional SBS is designed to trigger unidirectional SCRs? A silicon unilateral switch, or SUS, is the single-direction counterpart to the SBS, engineered to deliver precise, low-voltage trigger pulses to unidirectional thyristors. Question 8. What can happen in a DIAC control circuit at elevated temperatures if the device's off-state leakage current rises significantly? High leakage currents at hot temperatures allow charge to accumulate prematurely on the phase shift capacitor, causing the DIAC to fire earlier in the AC cycle. Question 9. What term refers to a DIAC's breakover voltage when subjected to fast-rising AC voltage waveforms rather than slow DC sweeps? Under AC operational conditions, the exact voltage at which a DIAC switches can shift. This is referred to as the dynamic breakover voltage. Question 10. What generic, descriptive alternative name is sometimes used to classify the family of DIAC devices in older electronic literature? In early solid-state manuals, DIACs were commonly catalogued under the generic term bidirectional trigger diodes due to their symmetrical trigger characteristics.